Okay, what is going on, guys? Welcome back to my channel. It has been too long since I've done a live stream. I think the last live stream I did was actually my reactions to the nominations for the 92nd Academy Awards, and it is tonight. Oscars are tonight. I am so excited. I want to get your guys' thoughts in the chat if you guys want to, tell me your picks for what you hope wins, what you're kind of supporting. That would be absolutely amazing. Now, I have seen every single Best Picture nominated film. There are a couple films that I did not watch. Harriet is a movie I have not watched. Judy is a movie I have not watched. And then other than that, I think I'm pretty much good. Yeah, I think I'm pretty much good. Oh, I have not seen Pain and Glory, which is another one that has been nominated for a couple Academy Awards. But I do hope to watch Pain and Glory probably within the next couple of days. So there's that. Anyway, I'm going to get on with my 2020 Oscar winner predictions. I am a big, avid Oscar lover, and this is my Super Bowl right here. So I'm going to get into all of the categories, what I think is going to win, what I'm backing tonight, and I'm going to give you my thoughts of why I think that these particular films will win in these different categories. So starting off with the biggest prize of the night, Best Picture. The nominees for Best Picture are Ford v. Ferrari, The Irishman, Jojo Rabbit, Joker, Little Women, Marriage Story, 1917, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, and Parasite. The movie that I am predicting will win the Academy Award for Best Picture, and the movie that I am backing 100% is Parasite. Parasite was the best film of 2019. It is my favorite movie of 2019. It is honestly already in my all-time favorites in terms of film. I love this movie, and I really think the Academy as well loves this movie. And you know what? I want this movie to be the first film to win Best International Feature. No, sorry. Let me rephrase what I mean. Not that. I want this movie to be the first international feature to win Best Picture. That's what I meant. And we already know it's going to take home Best International Feature. It's a no doubt. It's a no-brainer. But this movie is my pick for Best Picture because Parasite was the best movie of 2019. And you got to award the best film of 2019 Best Picture. That's just how it is. And, 1917, there's a lot of hype about that movie. I understand if that movie wins, I'll get it. I won't be surprised. I think the three frontrunners are Parasite, 1917, and believe it or not, I think Once Upon a Time in Hollywood is also a front runner because Hollywood loves, to be self-indulgent. And so I'm backing Parasite. That's my pick. I want Parasite to win. Please let the best film of 2019 win and stand out. I do love 1917, but it wasn't even in my top 10. And Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, fantastic film. I won't be upset by any, either of those two winning because I understand, I get it. But if anything else wins, Jojo Rabbit, I love the movie, should not win. Joker should not win. Marriage Story should not win. Little Women should not win. And I love all of these movies. Every single movie that is nominated, I love all of these films. They're all films that are really high on my list from last year. But Parasite is the one that I'm backing because I think Parasite is the best film, and I really think that the Academy is trying to broaden its horizons, and it's going to let, finally, for the first time in history, we're going to see history tonight where an international film wins Best Picture. So I'm going with Parasite for Best Picture. Let me know your guys' thoughts down below in the comment section, who you think is going to win, or you can let me know in the chat. Are you backing a horse in this race? I'm backing Parasite. Now, actor in a leading role, these are the easiest categories. We'll breeze right through these. We have Antonio Banderas for Pain and Glory, Leonardo DiCaprio, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, Adam Driver for Marriage Story, Joaquin Phoenix for Joker, and Jonathan Pryce for The Two Popes. Guys, it's obvious who's winning this. Joaquin Phoenix in Joker, he's going to take home Best Actor. He's sweeping every other award. There's no chance for any of these other actors. And you know what? Rightfully so. Adam Driver is fantastic. I think he'd be the only other person that I could see winning this award. I don't see Jonathan Pryce. I don't think Jonathan Pryce even should have been nominated over someone like Adam Sandler. That's just my opinion. I haven't seen Pain and Glory, so I can't really comment. But from what I've been hearing, that he's really, really good in that movie, but nowhere near the level of what Joaquin Phoenix pulls off. Joaquin Phoenix has taken home the Oscar, and these are the acting awards this year. There is no competition. It seems very unmatched. I mean, it's just such a breeze. It's easy. It's almost like everything else. It's like up in the air. So I'll take it to the bank with any of these acting categories. Actress in a leading role: Cynthia Erivo, Harriet. Again, haven't seen the movie. Not very interested in watching the movie either. Scarlett Johansson, Marriage Story. Saoirse Ronan, Little Women. Charlize Theron, Bombshell, and Renee Zellweger and Judy. Now, 2 of them I haven't seen, Harriet and Judy. I've seen the other 3. I would absolutely love for Scarlett Johansson to win Best Actress in a Leading Role. Because what she does in Marriage Story is amazing. But she's not going to win. Let's be honest. I'm predicting it will be Renee Zellweger for Judy. Haven't seen the movie. I probably will watch it just because I do love performances, even though it's a movie that really hasn't really piqued my interest. But she, from everything I've heard, she really holds up this movie. And without her, this movie would be absolutely horrible. But it's still like not a very good movie. But she makes this movie at least watchable. So it's clear Renee Zellweger, she's been cleaning house everywhere else. She'll win her second Oscar. Then we have actor in a supporting role: Tom Hanks, A Beautiful Day in the Neighborhood; Anthony Hopkins, Two Popes; Al Pacino, The Irishman; Joe Pesci, Irishman; and Brad Pitt, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. Again, no competition. And to me, this one makes a lot of sense as well, just like Joaquin Phoenix. This has been the best supporting role since the movie came out, and that is Brad Pitt in Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. He's going to take it home. He's been sweeping up everything. I think, Pesci and Pacino are incredible in Irishman, especially Pacino. I think Pacino is better than Pesci, in my opinion. I love Pesci, but man, Pacino steals the show for me in that movie. Tom Hanks, awesome performance. He really sells that he is Mr. Rogers. And Anthony Hopkins does a really good job as well in Two Popes. But I mean, come on, Tom Hanks and Anthony Hopkins, they'll be fine. They have a bunch of nominations. They both have Academy Awards. So it's going to be Brad Pitt. He's going to finally take home his first Oscar, and well done. Well deserved. Then we have actress in a supporting role. We have Kathy Bates and Richard Jewell, another movie I actually haven't seen; Laura Dern, Marriage Story; Scarlett Johansson, Jojo Rabbit; Florence Pugh, Little Women; and Margot Robbie, Bombshell. Laura Dern is winning this award, and she deserves it. She is so good in Marriage Story. It is, in my opinion, probably the best performance in the entire film, even though Adam Driver and Scarlett Johansson are so good. I mean, look at these 3 powerhouses. They're incredible. But it's Laura Dern's, man. Laura Dern is going to win this, and she has all the momentum. She's been sweeping up everything, and rightfully so. She's been one of the best actresses in Hollywood for decades, and so she's finally going to get her just desserts, and you couldn't be any happier for her. So the acting categories, again, super, super easy and super predictable. Animated feature film: How to Train Your Dragon, The Hidden World; I Lost My Body; Klaus; Missing Link; and Toy Story 4. Interesting enough, usually this is a category that I actually watch every single movie in, or every single movie that's in this category. I have not seen Missing Link. That's a movie that I do want to watch. I just haven't really, I always kind of forget about it. And Klaus, I have not watched Klaus. I wanted to watch it with my wife, and we never got around to it. I'm definitely going to have to watch it within probably, hopefully, like the next week or two, because that is a movie I've been very interested in. But I'm going to make my pick based on the movies I actually saw, because I cannot say Klaus or Missing Link because I haven't seen them. I'm going to go with Toy Story 4. Do I think Toy Story 4 deserves it? I love Toy Story 4. I love the film. I think it deserves it if it wins. Now, there is a very fair argument to say, well, Toy Story doesn't need another Academy Award. I get it. All the three movies that are on here that I actually have seen, I Lost My Body, How to Train Your Dragon, and Toy Story 4, are all fantastic movies. And I really think Toy Story 4 is going to win. I think, it's the safe bet. It's the easiest bet, especially for people who haven't seen the other movies, where some people in the Academy, they're just like, Toy Story is a really good franchise. I've seen Toy Story 4. These other ones I haven't seen, so I'm going to vote Toy Story 4. I could really see that being a possibility, and I really hope Toy Story 4 wins. And that's my pick. Cinematography. Rodrigo Prieto for The Irishman, Lawrence Sher for Joker, Jaron Blaschke for The Lighthouse, Roger Deakins for 1917, and Robert Richardson, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. By the way, sorry if you guys hear the background noise. I have dishes right now in the dishwasher, and so that's the noise that you're hearing. I just want to apologize. I didn't really notice it until now, so I apologize. Cinematography, this is another really easy category. I mean, 1917, Roger Deakins is going to win the Academy Award. I mean, it's almost a safe bet anytime this guy's nominated that he's probably going to take it home. Robert Richardson's a fantastic cinematographer for Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. He does such a great job. And I could see possibly him being the only outside shot. I would love, though, for Jaron Blaschke of The Lighthouse to, kind of squeeze his way in there. But it's Roger Deakins. He's going to win, and rightfully so. I mean, what he's able to accomplish with 1917 is absolutely amazing and insurmountable in terms of like hurdles and things that you have to clear. I mean, it's incredible what they do with the cinematography in that film. Costume design. This is one that I'm actually kind of excited about. I've been pretty excited about this award because I do love costuming, and I think that there are some really, really good nominations where this one's kind of up in the air. The Irishman, Sandy Powell, who, Hugo. I just watched Hugo, and she was the costume designer on Hugo, and so she does a really good job. Jojo Rabbit, Joker, Little Women, and Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. I am going to go with Little Women. I think Little Women is going to win this award. I think that the period piece and, these lavish and so like, out there dress designs, I think that the Academy has a hard time saying no to this period piece with these costumes. Irishman, I don't understand how Irishman got nominated. I do like Sandy Powell a lot, but it's just men in suits. I think the outside shot, I really think that this is a kind of a, there's like three. I could see the rest of, actually all four of the remaining nominees winning. I can't see Irishman winning, but I could see Jojo Rabbit. I can make a case for Joker. You can make a case for Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, but I really think it's going to be Little Women that takes this award. I mean, the Academy just has a hard time saying no to the costumes in Little Women. It's what makes the movie. It's one of the most outstanding achievements of the movie. So, Little Women's got to get its just desserts. Directing, we have Martin Scorsese for Irishman, Todd Phillips for Joker, Sam Mendes for 1917, Quentin Tarantino for Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, and Bong Joon-ho for Parasite. Now, I am backing Parasite for Best Picture. Because I am doing that, I am going to say right now to all of you that Bong Joon-ho is going to walk away with the Best Directing Academy Award. Here's the thing. In order for Parasite to win Best Picture, they would have to clean up the directing award because they're not nominated in any other major category in terms of like, the individual aspects. What I mean by that is like there's no acting, and even though there should be, especially from the dad, the guy who plays the dad in the movie, Sung Kang-ho, I think is his name. Fantastic. Should have gotten a nomination, but whatever. Because it's the only award that's in play in terms of individual achievement, they have to get that award. If Bong Joon-ho ends up winning Best Director, you have a very good sense that Parasite is going to win Best Picture. So it really kind of comes down to that. And again, the second choice that I'd make is, my runner-up is going to be Sam Mendes for 1917. But I'm saying Bong Joon-ho for Parasite because I'm backing that movie 100%. That movie is going to win Best Picture, and it's going to win. It's going to win Best Directing, and it should. I want Bong Joon-ho to win the Oscar because what he does with that movie and the way he's able to craft the film and the way he's able to direct the actors in this movie, like unknowns to everyone, but you fall in love with all of them. It's absolutely it's amazing. It's so amazing, and it takes special skill to do what he was able to do and be able to pull off. Documentary feature, haven't watched any of these. I'm not a big documentary person. We have American Factory, the Cave, The Edge of Democracy, For Sama, and Honeyland. I'm going to go with the one that the Academy's going with, or that the heavy predictors are going with, including like Gold Derby. I'm going to go with For Sama, just because that's what everyone else is leaning towards. So I have nothing more to say about that. Documentary short subject, again, another award that I haven't watched any of these. But we have In the Absence, Learning to Skateboard in a War Zone, Life Overtakes Me, St. Louis Superman, and Walk, Run, Cha Cha. I'm gonna go with Learning to Skateboard in a war zone. It just by like the picture and the poster, it looks like something that the Academy would kind of eat up. So yeah, again, another thing that I'm not too familiar with. Film editing. We got Ford v Ferrari, The Irishman, Jojo Rabbit, Joker, and Parasite. I am going to go with Ford v Ferrari. I think that it was the best edited film of last year. That's one of the things that I said in my review was that this movie has, well, not only that, but it also has an incredible screenplay. But I love what they do with the editing. I mean, there's so many edits in this film, and usually the nominee that has the most edits usually wins the Academy Awards. So I think it's going to be Ford v Ferrari, and it should, because the editing in that movie is what makes that movie. It's one of the highlights of that movie that makes it so watchable and so fun and like so like blood induced, or what am I trying to say? Like blood pumping, I guess. Does that make sense? I don't know. It's early, even though it's like 11:51. It's still early. International feature film. I mean, Corpus Christi, Honeyland, Les Miserables, Pain and Glory, and Parasite. It's obvious. All right, Parasite's winning. When you have a film that is not only nominated for international feature but Best Picture and 4 other Academy Awards, you know it's already going to win. Which I think is kind of hilarious that they do that, but. Yeah, nothing else stands a chance, and everyone and all the other films know that. they all know that, but yeah, it's Parasite. And do I have to say more? Makeup and hairstyling. We have Bombshell, Joker, Judy, Maleficent, Mistress of Evil in 1917. It's going to be Bombshell. Bombshell, what they were able to do and what they were able to achieve in pulling, making Charlize Theron, Megyn Kelly. And making Nicole Kidman, Gretchen Wilson, or not Gretchen, what's her name? Gretchen, I gotta look it up. Gretchen Carlson, not Gretchen Wilson. What am I talking about? What they were able to do, the Academy loves that. When you can transform people into other people, usually wins. So, I mean, look at Vice last year. It's the same thing with Vice. Music original score. We have Joker, Little Women, Marriage Story, 1917, and Star Wars: Rise of Skywalker. It's cool that John Williams got a nomination, but Joker's winning. I mean, is anybody going to be surprised? It's been sweeping up everything. Hildur did such a fantastic job with the score. It's chilling. It's everything that you want in terms of like what a psychological thriller is, and that's exactly what they deliver with this score. And it's amazing. It's been cleaning up everything. Joker is going to win Best Original Score, and again, it should. Best Original Song, Can't Let You Throw Yourself Away from Toy Story 4, Gonna Love Me Again from Rocket Man, Standing With You from Breakthrough, Into the Unknown, Frozen 2, Stand Up from Harriet. It's going to be I'm Gonna Love Me Again from Rocket Man. It's been cleaning up everything. Elton John, he's retired, he's done. Give him an Oscar. I think him and Edgerton, they did such a great job with this song. I actually listened to it the other day just because I wanted to refresh what the song actually sounded like and what it was, because I do remember it like briefly. in the film, whether it be like in the film or actually in the credits. But it's a great song, and it's a song that I can get behind for sure. So I think that the only other option, the only like other thing I could see winning and taking this from Rocket Man is Into the Unknown from Frozen 2, even though I don't think it's the best song in that movie, but whatever. Production design, we have Irishman, Jojo Rabbit, 1917, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, and Parasite. To me, it's down to, I think, 3 films: 1917, Parasite, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. You can make the case for all 5, but I'm going to say it's Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. I mean, what they were able to transform Hollywood to 1960s Hollywood. Hollywood loves itself, okay? That's one thing we have to understand. They love themselves. So that's why I really think that it's going to be Once Upon a Time in Hollywood's to lose. And I think this is one of the easier categories, but you can make a case for all 5. That's why I'm not saying it's like the easiest. You can make a case for all 5. So we'll just have to wait and see. But yeah, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood's going to win. Short film, animated short film. We have Chera. We have Hair Love, Kit Bull, Memorable, and Sister. Now, I know a lot of people are predicting Hair Love, but I'm going to go with the only one that I've seen, okay, and that's Kit Bull. Kit Bull, what an incredible short. It's my favorite of the new Spark Shorts line that came out, for 2019. Fantastic animated short film. Loved it, and I think that it's the only one that I watched, so it's the one that I'm going to be rooting behind. I haven't seen the other ones, but there's a very good case for Kit Bull to win. And so we'll just have to wait and see. Short film, live action. Haven't seen any of these. Brotherhood, Nefta Football Club, Neighbor's Window, Soraya and a Sister. I think people are kind of going for like Neighbor's Window, I think. I'm going to say Nefta Football Club just because it sounds cool. That's the one that I'm going to go with. Can you tell that these are awards that I don't really know much about? All right. Sound editing. We have Ford v Ferrari, Joker, 1917, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, and Star Wars, The Rise of Skywalker. I think it's going to be this one's tough. This one's a very tough. I could see 2 choices, Ford v Ferrari or 1917. I'm going to go with 1917. I think 1917 for sound editing is going to win. Sound mixing, we have Ad Astra, Ford v Ferrari, Joker, 1917, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. I'm actually going to go with Ford v Ferrari in sound mixing. There's a difference between editing and mixing. And sometimes the same movie wins both. But I'm going to go with editing, 1917, sound mixing, Ford v Ferrari, because what they were able to do in terms of mixing all of the sound elements in Ford v Ferrari is better than what they were able to do with 1917. In terms of editing just alone, it's definitely 1917, but Ford v Ferrari in terms of mixing, I think is going to win. So yeah, take that for what it's worth. Again, I want to know your guys' predictions. Let me know down below in the comment section, and we'll find out tonight, which I'm so excited. Visual effects. We have Avengers Endgame, Irishman, Lion King, 1917, and Star Wars, The Rise of Skywalker. I'm going to go with Lion King. I don't like the movie, but this isn't about what's the best movie in this category. It's about what is truly the best visual effects out of all of these movies. And The Lion King is just one giant visual effect. If it doesn't win, that's going to be a shame. Honestly, I can't understand why you don't vote for the only film that has all visual effects and it doesn't win, where the visual effects look really, really good. So I'm going to go with Lion King, but I don't know if it's necessarily going to win because I feel like the Academy is going to be like, well, it's not a good movie. So yeah, writing, adapted screenplay. So best adapted screenplay. We have Irishman, Jojo Rabbit, Joker, Little Women, and Two Popes. This one's going to go to Taika Waititi. I'm going to go with Jojo Rabbit. Out of all 5 of these choices, I think Jojo Rabbit is the best one. I don't understand how Ford v Ferrari did not get nominated because I think Ford v Ferrari has a better script than all 5 of these movies. But again, that's subjective. Jojo Rabbit's screenplay to me is the only one out of all of these that I could actually see winning. It's very, it delivers on not only the humor of the film and the sarcasm of the movie, but it does such a great job of also balancing in emotion. And that to me is so critical, and it really makes for how good the screenwriting is. And so I think Jojo Rabbit's going to win Best Adapted Screenplay. And the last category is Best Original Screenplay. We have Knives Out, Marriage Story, 1917, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, and Parasite. I'm back in Parasite. I think Parasite's going to win it. This is a big award, another award, a critical big award that Parasite needs to win in order to win Best Picture. And if you look at what they do with the screenplay of this movie, it's so amazing because they're able to change genres every like 20 minutes, which no other film on this list is able to do that. And I could see the case for all 5 of these movies, actually. I don't think this is really anyone. I think this is up in the air. This is one of those categories that you can't just place a bet securely on, because I'm going to say Parasite, and I'm backing it, and I hope it wins, and I think it's going to win. But Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, again, Hollywood loves itself. They love Tarantino. The script is really a hangout movie, but it's a movie that I could definitely see winning screenplay because it's won other screenplay awards, this award season. 1917. I think that there's a big case for 1917 as well. There's like this love for it, this like momentum, and that could be an award that it just propels to and wins. Marriage Story, which has an incredible screenplay that has the best acting performances of the year. I mean, it's the best acted movie of the year because every single like character in this movie does such a great job, but you have 3 Academy Award nominations in terms of acting in all the 3 different categories. So that's pretty amazing in itself. And then Knives Out, this is the only award that it's nominated for, but it's rightfully so. The screenplay is incredible for Knives Out. It's the highlight of this movie. It's the best thing about this film, and it's the only thing that really makes sense for it to get nominated in. But I'm going to go with Parasite. I'm backing Parasite. Parasite is going to win Best Picture. It's going to win Best Director, and it's going to win Best Original Screenplay. Those 2 awards, Original Screenplay and Director, are going to propel Parasite as the favorite that is going to win Best Picture. Those are my predictions for tonight. Notice how Joker got a lot of Academy Award nominations. I don't think it's going to get a lot of Academy Award wins. I really think this year it's going to be kind of an even playing field throughout all of the different films. I think some are going to win in different aspects. I think Irishman is pretty much going to get shut out in everything. I think that Little Women is almost going to get shut out in everything. It's going to win costume design, and that's pretty much all it's going to get, even though it's a fantastic film, even though Irishman's a fantastic film. I just think all the momentum has kind of been propelling these other films, and it's such a stacked year in movies. 2019 will go down, in my opinion, as one of the best years in movies. And as far as I can remember, it's been one of the years that has been most exciting for me, knowing everything that was coming out, everything we ended up getting. And it's just been such an incredible year in film. And it's sad to think that we're turning the page on it, but it's good. It's good that we're kind of moving forward. And 2020 seems like a weaker year in film, so there might be even more films that win a lot more. But because because of how many amazing films we got last year, I think it's really going to be an even playing field where a bunch of different films are actually going to get recognition. They're going to win different awards. So those are my picks. I want to know your guys' picks. Let me know down below or in the chat. I'm going to be here for probably like another maybe 10, 15 minutes or so. I'm very excited to watch the Academy Awards. I'm going to go watch them with my buddy Nate. And I'm pretty curious to see what his picks are. And I'm pretty sure he's backing Parasite with me, but for Best Picture, which is the biggest award of the night. But yeah, I think that this year, over time, I think my ideas have changed after watching Parasite and realizing how amazing that film is. Because before, I would have said, oh, well, 1917 or, Joker, I hope wins. But Parasite is the best film of 2019, and they need to give it the best and biggest award of the night. That's how I look at it. So it's fun because this is like the first year in a long time where my favorite film of that year has been nominated for Best Picture. That's pretty exciting. So I'm really excited to watch the Academy Awards. I've seen every single Best Picture nominee. Again, I haven't seen all of them. I haven't seen Harriet, haven't seen Judy, haven't seen Pain and Glory, but the rest of them I have, and Richard Jewell I haven't seen either. But everything else I've watched. So it's going to be a great, great, fun night. I'm very excited, and let's get to it. I'm pumped. I'm going to go over to your guys' comments in the chat. Rax Gamer says the party has started. If you're talking about like the party of me predicting the winners, I guess it might be a boring stream. I'm sorry. The Oscars don't start until 6 o'clock my time, which is Mountain Standard Time, so 8 o'clock at the East Coast. I hope you're watching, Rax Gamer. I'll be watching, obviously, and let's just have a fun night. It'll be good. Numanoid, the gamer, yo, hey, how's it going, Numanoid? How's life? How's everything been treating you? For me, everything's been good. Just been busy with school. I have a new, I guess it's a job, but not necessarily. I run the social media marketing for my wife's grandparents' business, so I guess it's a job, but I don't really work that much because I don't have a lot of time. And then just been going to the movies. And I want to apologize to all of you if my reviews kind of come in late. I posted up my Birds of Prey review yesterday, so if you have not watched that, make sure you go check it out. And I feel really bad because my reviews have been kind of getting later and later, and I apologize for that. This is my last semester of school, so I'm trying to balance, school, my new kind of work, and then also YouTube. And so sometimes it gets a little hard, especially with schoolwork, because this semester, my last semester, is my toughest one. I'm taking like really hard classes, and so it can kind of get time consuming. But I'm very appreciative of all you guys for supporting me and for supporting the channel. And I want to do more live streams. I really want to, and I try to get my videos on time, but things always come up. And yeah, I was going to do a live stream. I was actually going to do this live stream last night, but it was like the time I got done with my homework and everything, it was already like 10:30, and I was like, yeah, probably not going to happen. So I just finished Joker. Joaquin deserves a nod, and Adam Driver are my two favorites. Yeah, dude, they're, in my opinion, they gave the two best performances of the year for leading actor. That's insane that you just finished Joker. So, Laundry, are you like watching all of the Oscar nominated films now, like before the Oscars, so you can kind of catch up a little bit? Like at least catch up in some films that you've kind of missed out? If so, man, that's awesome. I'm jealous. I already watched all of the Best Picture nominated films. Again, there's a couple that I haven't watched. I don't have time to watch them, unfortunately, before the Oscars, but I'll watch them probably within the next couple of days so I can kind of catch up. And Antonio Banderas, it's awesome he got a nomination. He's not going to win. Renee Zellweger is the only one that I have missed that is going to win. I haven't seen Judy. I don't really care to watch Harriet. I'm just not interested at all, and I've heard really bad things about the film, so there's that. So yeah, but that's cool. Yeah, Adam Driver is fantastic in Marriage Story. Joaquin Phoenix, he's gonna win. He deserves to win. He's been cleaning up everything. It would be an absolute shock if he does not win. If he does not win, I think all hell is gonna break loose on Twitter, and there's gonna be a lot of pissed off people. And I'll be one of them, honestly, because I don't see anybody else winning. I mean, Adam Driver is probably my second choice, but how can you deny Joaquin Phoenix that Oscar? Numanoid, the gamer, hasn't started very good. A couple kids destroyed quite a bit of the Minecraft world I've been working on for 3 years. Oh, that stinks, man. I'm sorry about that. I mean, I'm a kid, but they were a few years younger than me. I get that. That's annoying, man. I'm sorry about that. People suck. I don't know what to tell you. Some people are just not very fun, and I apologize for that. But I hope you have a good rest of your day. Are you going to watch the Oscars? Let me know. What does your family do for the Oscars? My wife isn't really interested. Sorry, my wife isn't very interested in the Oscars. She watched a little bit last year with me, and she kind of got bored. But so she's not going to watch the Oscars. She'll probably ask what wins, and then I'll tell her, and she'll be like, "Oh, okay." But she's not really into like movies like me, so I'm hard to live with because that's all I talk about is movies and film. And anybody who knows me outside of YouTube, in my own personal life, they'll even tell you the same thing. Like I am huge into movies. Like it's my passion. It's all I talk about. Trying to watch them. I think Awkwafina and Adam Sandler were snubbed. I completely agree. If Sandler wasn't there, it would be hard to choose. Well, I think Sandler still wouldn't win, but I do agree that Sandler and Awkwafina were snubbed. I actually had a conversation with one of my friends. His name is Jackson, and it was after the nominations came out, and we had talked about how we were disappointed in the fact that Adam Sandler got snubbed. And to me, it's not just Awkwafina got snubbed. The Farewell got snubbed. It was one of the best films of last year. It was one of my favorite films of last year. And the fact that it got zero love from the Academy is a shame, because I thought The Farewell was one of the best films of last year. And to be honest, I think the movie should have been nominated for Best Picture over some other films. Like, I love Little Women. Don't get me wrong. Love the movie. But The Farewell, in my opinion, is a better film. And so it's tough. But at the end of the day, I mean, we got a lot of great picks. I'm happy with what we have. But it would have been nice to see Awkwafina and Adam Sandler, or even Adam Sandler in Love for the Farewell. Zhao Zhu Zhen was fantastic in The Farewell, and unfortunately, we don't get that. From Seoul at 4 a.m. Wow, dude, Jay, thank you so much, man, for popping in at 4 a.m. I bet you're really, really tired. You need to get some rest before the Oscars, man. You need to get some rest, but I really appreciate you coming into the stream. Stumbled into your broadcasting. I'm disappointed at the fact that Song Kang-ho was nominated. I know, dude. I've been saying this. This is my thing, Jay. I've been saying the fact that Parasite. I'm backing Parasite to win Best Picture because it's my favorite film of last year. It's the best film of last year, and the thing is, the only way Parasite can win now is it's almost like they have to go on a path where they upset the other categories. Bong Joon-ho, you can look back in the broadcast, Jay, or in my stream. Go back a little bit after the video is over, and you can see all my picks for what I think is going to win. I have Parasite winning, I think, like 3 or 4 awards, and I love Parasite. It is my favorite movie of 2019. I'm also happy. Hold on a second, guys. Let me show you this real quick. I'm also happy because I bought it on Blu-ray. I was so happy. I went to Best Buy. They had no copies left. I was so pissed. Then I went to Target, and freaking Target had it. So Target, I love you. Thank you so much. This movie is incredible. I love it. I watched it literally. I watched it for the first time when it came out on VOD. And I watched it twice in like 3 days. It's so good. But anyway, sorry, that's my love for Parasite. This is why I'm backing Parasite to win Best Picture, because it's the best movie of last year. Dang it, it's the best movie. Anyway, yes, I am disappointed that is that his name, Song Kang-ho? I'm disappointed he wasn't nominated either, because he is amazing in this movie. He's amazing in it. And so it's almost like Parasite has to go through this really hard task of upsetting other categories. I picked Bong Joon-ho to win director because in order for Parasite to win Best Picture, I think it's necessary that Bong Joon-ho wins director. If he wins director, guys, we can all of us who are supporting Parasite, we can all like start getting excited, start getting kind of our emotions up, because we know that Parasite has a very strong chance of winning Best Picture. And if Bong Joon-ho wins Best Director, I am going to be freaking out and being like, yes, it's going to happen. It's going to happen. And I also said that it has to win Best Original Screenplay, which I think that one is more doable, because the screenplay of that movie is able to change genres every freaking 20 minutes and be able to make it work. I mean, it was probably it's definitely, if you think about the concept of this movie and you think about how it changes genres every 20 minutes, this is something that is so bonkers. I guarantee that the studio behind this, like even Universal, they were like, what? How is this? How are we going to do this? I don't get how we're going to do this. And they did it. It's amazing. This is the screenplay that took the most risks this year, and I think it's going to pay off. So Parasite, all the way, my brother, all the way. Sorry, Jay, I'm acting really weird, but I'm just very excited because I love this movie. It's so good. Guys, I'm telling you right now, anybody who's watching this live stream who has not seen Parasite and you're turned off by subtitles and the fact that you have to read, please do yourself a favor. Watch this movie. Watch it. I promise you, after 15 minutes, you won't even realize the subtitles are there. It's that good of a film. And it's one of my favorite films of all time. I'm not even kidding. It's on my list of favorite films of all time because of how amazing Parasite is. It's so good. So please do yourself a favor. Go watch Parasite. If you haven't watched it and you want to watch it before the Oscars, now's the time to do it. Go rent it on Amazon. It's like $5 or something. It's worth it. It's really, really worth it. It's such a good film. Hope Parasite gets some nods besides the International Feature Film, but there were so many great films in 2019. I completely agree. I hope so too, Jay. I really, really do. 2019 was such a great year in film. 2020, it doesn't look as strong, but we'll see. Numanoid House Korea. J-Cho Pitch Dark now. Are you talking about Korea? That's interesting, man. I'm happy that you came and you visited this channel from Korea. That means so much, Jay. Thank you so much. It's so awesome that we can be international film fans. We could talk about the things we love about movies, and we could be, in two different spectrums of the world. That's amazing. So thank you so much, Jay, for coming by the channel. And I'm so happy that you're here, man. It means a lot. Thank you. Who do you think was better in the supporting actor, Pitt or Pacino? Pitt was the most entertaining in that film, but I think Pacino had the better performance. Subjectivity, man. You know what? I actually agree with that. I really think in terms of like standing out in the movie, I think Pacino probably stands out more. When I think of Irishman, I think of Pacino. When I think of Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, I don't immediately go to Pitt. I go to like all the other details. But I think Pitt, it's his time. Every actor has their time, and I think Pitt, it's his time to win, and I'm all for it. I do think it's one of the best acting performances of the year, and I think both of them did such an outstanding job that both of them are nominated. But I think Pacino has a tougher hill to climb because of the fact that it's almost like he's canceling himself out with Pesci also being nominated. So it's tough. Just hit the subscribe. Well, thank you so much, Jay. I really appreciate you coming and finding the stream, man. That means so much. Numanoid the Gamer, Sam Mendes, he should win. Hey, again, I understand that logic, and I won't be upset if Sam Mendes wins. I'm backing Parasite to win Best Picture, and because of that, I'm picking Bong Joon-ho to win Director, because in order for Parasite to win, they can't get shut out of all the other big awards. They don't have any acting nominations, which is sad because Song Kang-ho should have gotten nominated. I think it's ridiculous that he didn't. Do I think he would have won? No. But just that nomination alone would help, bring to pass more of an opportunity for it to win Best Picture. I really think that the Academy is going to change their sails. I think that they've been turned off by the idea of an international film winning Best Picture, but I think this year could be the year. So Sam Mendes is my second choice. If Bong Joon-ho doesn't win, I'm going to say Sam Mendes is going to win. Pitt all the way. Yeah, I agree, man. He's taken it to the bank. He's won everything else. Anyway, we moviegoers in Korea are really excited about Parasite being considered so highly internationally. That is amazing. Dude, thank you so much for sharing that. That is so cool. I'm so happy. See, this is what makes me happy, Jay. It makes me happy that movies that are from an international, outside of the United States standpoint, they are getting love, and they're being loved by not only just critics but film fans. Parasite. I actually got to introduce the movie to my neighbors next door, and they loved it. They loved it, and it's one of those movies that I want to show everybody because it's just such a good movie. It has everything you want in a film, and that is so, dude. Thank you for sharing that, man. I am so happy you're Jay. Like, seriously, I'm happy that everyone's here. So I'm not trying to like say that Jay is more important than anybody else, but it's just so cool that we can come together, internationally as film fans and talk about movies. Thank you so much, Jay. That means a lot. I really appreciate it. Parasite is Korean, right? Yes, it is. It's South Korean, which is it's incredible. I mean, you can't look at the film. It's a movie that the thing that makes Parasite so well loved and so well trying to think of the word, so well reported, I guess. I don't know, guys. I'm kind of tired. It's too early for me. My brain ain't moving quite as right today because it's the Oscars and I'm so excited. But the reason why the movie is so well conceived and well received by people is the fact that the movie, even though it takes place in South Korea, it deals with something that every single nation around the world deals with, which is this idea of wealth and poverty and how to kind of, how both sides can be parasites to one another. And it's just such an amazing film. Guys, I don't want to tell you anything about Parasite. I really don't want to. If you have not seen it, please go and watch Parasite because, like, try not to learn anything about it. I went in not knowing anything about the film, and it made the experience even better because when the twists and turns happen, you're just like, what? What? And it's awesome. It's so good. Thanks for being so positive. Comments about Parasite, Nick. Dude, I really appreciate it, Jay. And, dude, I'm being positive about it because I'm not lying, Jay. It's my favorite movie of 2019. It is the best film of 2019. You can go check my letterbox actually down below, Jay. You can go see where all the movies are ranked on my list from 2019, and Parasite's #1 because it is the best film of 2019. I was floored by the movie, and for me to deny the movie its recognition, it would just be a disservice because, man, the movie's so good. It's so good. Please, guys, go see it. Go see it. If Jay and I aren't talking about it enough, you need to see it. It's something that it's amazing what they do with that film. Bong Joon-ho is a director that I'm going to continue to watch and be very excited about any project he has coming out. I haven't watched Train to Busan, but I hear it is amazing. I haven't seen it either, and it's unfortunate. I think when that movie came out, because I served a 2-year mission for my church. I went to El Salvador. So when I lived in El Salvador for 2 years, I couldn't really watch any movies. And so Train to Busan was one that it was kind of like a weird period where I came back, but I hadn't like completely engulfed myself back into like the movie verse, I guess you can say. It's one that I kind of just missed. It is on Netflix, I think. I hope it is because I really want to watch it. It's something that I haven't watched that I have been very interested in. So yeah, hopefully I can watch it. Oh, sorry, I missed your comment. Korea's made like the best zombie movie, Train to Busan. Yeah, I haven't seen it. And then Oscar is being telecast live to Korea at 10 a.m. Monday local time. Wow. It's going to be 10 a.m. Oh, yeah, because it's 4 a.m. right now, so it's Monday. Wow, that's crazy. So you're going to watch it, right, Jay? That's so cool, dude. That's so awesome. Is it like is it on like a local channel? Because here in the United States, it's on ABC, which is like it's owned by Disney. So it's going to be on ABC. Is there like, do you have to watch it on ABC as well, Jay, or is it like something that you can watch like on another channel? By the way, that's my wife. What I'm asking is it like on a networking channel, like something that you can just kind of watch, or is it on ABC? I'm very fascinated. Train to Busan is a well-made zombie movie, like an 8-pointer, I would say. Okay, yeah, I've heard from a lot of people that it's really good. I mean, I haven't, this movie's amazing. But it's definitely a movie that I want to watch, and I want to broaden my horizons. I will watch it, of course, on local cable. Oh, cool. That's cool. Yeah, that's so cool that it's being telecasted out there. Is it like, again, do you know if it's on like ABC or like what channel it's on out there? That's really awesome. 10 a.m. Wow, it's crazy. Yeah, for us, it's going to be at 6. For me, it's going to be at 6 p.m. Sunday night, 6 p.m. So there's that, which I think that's so cool that everyone around the world can enjoy the Oscars like that. That's so amazing. And I'm happy that you're watching it, Jay. I'm happy that you found this channel. But anyway, guys, yeah, I wanted to end this stream. I don't want to take too much time. I actually have to be somewhere at 1:30. So I kind of need to get ready, and I kind of look like a schlub. And I'm excited, guys. The Oscars is tonight. This is what we all of us film fans have been waiting for all year, and what a great year of film it's been in 2019. We can reflect on this past year. We can look at the positives, even sometimes the negatives, and kind of just laugh and just think to ourselves how 2020 is going to be an even better year. Have that optimism, even though 2020 looks like a weaker year in terms of film. But I'm very excited about the Oscars, guys. I'm happy that you guys are able to come and join me all around the world to talk about the Oscars, talk about this little movie right here, which is absolutely incredible. Again, if I didn't sell you on watching Parasite, please watch it. It's a masterpiece, and I guarantee you'll love it. I guarantee it. It's such a good movie. But anyway, guys, I'm gonna end the stream. My voice is kind of shot. I need to go get a drink. Prepare for the rest of my day. And again, these are my Oscar picks. And I want to know your guys's. Let me know down below in the comment section of the video. We have one last comment from Jay. It says, "Thanks for your time, Nick. I will leave some comments here after the Oscars. Have a nice day. I'm going back to bed." Yeah, you get some rest, man. 10 o'clock a.m. is pretty early when it's 4 a.m. right now. So you need to get some sleep for the Oscars, which yeah, that's insane. Thank you so much for tuning in and watching this live stream at 4 a.m. That's crazy. It's crazy, man. I really appreciate it. You go get some rest, and hopefully we can talk more about the Oscars and talk more about film, Jay. I do a lot of videos, and I try to do weekly live streams. I have been a little bad at it because I've been going to school, and that's been kind of taking up a lot of my time. But I just love that we can all be fans of movies and talk about them openly and honestly, and we can root for what we want to root for, and yeah, it's pretty incredible. But anyway, guys, like this video if you enjoyed it. Make sure you guys go ahead and hit that subscribe button down below for more content just like this. It really does mean a lot, and it shows your support. And as always, guys, before the Oscars, go watch Parasite. And I will see you guys in my next video. Goodbye.